how I start out with the compost with the kids. A lot of them have had experience here in the dining halls. We call it garbology. And garbology is the study of what?
Garbage.
Garbology. And Estrella probably can tell us later about a cool website that Nature Bridge is working on to bring garbology into students' classrooms. And it's a cool, like, interactive website that kids can play with. So taking that information home, garbology, studying our waste. So we do garbology. The students are familiar with the terms compost. And we say, all right, so what is in our compost bin? What's doing that work? What are some examples? What's doing the work inside that bin there?
Bacteria.
So bacteria or something, heat's being produced. Yeah. So yeah, some sort of decomposers, and I like to call them the FBIs.
FBI.
Yeah, the FBIs, and that would be the fungus, the bacteria,
invertebrates,
and in some ways the
Scavengers.
scavengers. Yeah, and so scavengers, especially the raccoons, have done a little number on our compost bin and reach out to pick out some of the goodies, but the FBIs do the composting. So I like to say, well, let's go find them. FBIs. You all took a seat on those stumps, but those stumps aren't actually for sitting. Those are for the FBIs. Can you find FBIs on your stump, around your stump, under your stump?
Under the stump. Oh, yes.
Yep. You see F?
Oh, yeah.
How do we know that we have an F? What does the fungi look like?
mold or mushrooms.
Fungi. Yeah, absolutely. Fungi. You got fungi all over there.
We got worms.
You
Ooh,
do.
I have little moles.
So Kim's found some invertebrates.
I found a beetle.
Inverts, awesome. Beetles.
Mold, fungus.
So you found some mold there.
Fungus.
Awesome. Yeah. And yeah, Rose, you got all this turkey tail growing on yours.
It's great.
Yours is awesome.
I have evidence of invertebrates, these little trails.
Yeah, the little trails. So we have evidence of invertebrates.
We got slugs. We got more of them.
Yeah, awesome. So some of these are more moist than others and are a little better of an environment. Cool. So you can have a seat or stay standing.
There's the slug right there.
So did anybody see any evidence of bacteria?
Yeah.
Maybe just like corroded areas.
Yeah, things, maybe some smells. So we say, okay, bacteria, we can't see them. So how do we know they're there? Everything else, fungi and inverts, we can see them. We can see evidence, but how do we know bacteria is there? Smell might be one thing. How else would we know bacteria are living somewhere?
Decomposed material. Decomposed, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna just say decomp.
Decomposed.
Everyone take the back of your hand, feel your forehead.
Oh.
How are you feeling right now?
Good, good.
Say temperature-wise, you're
Comfortable.
some heat. We're like 98, right? We're in that range, 98. And I like to think of bacteria as Pac-Man. Okay? They're little Pac-Man. All they want to do is eat, avoid the little ghosts, which could be other critters.
Hand sanitizer?
Exactly, hand sanitizer could be the ghosts. But they're Pac-Man. The more food they have, the faster they go, right? Pac-Man starts to go faster, but these Pac-Man heat up when they go faster. And so let's go on over to the compost and see if we have any bacteria. What do you think the bacteria need?
Moisture, food.
Yeah, and so I like to think of bacteria just like any other creature on Earth. All of the FBI, they need food. What else do FBI need?
Moisture. Moisture.
They need some sort of water. Every creature on Earth needs moisture in some way. And
Sun?
they need something. So you're saying oxygen,
Air,
they
yeah,
need some sort of,
oxygen, yeah.
I'm gonna just write air because bacteria breathe different things. Some bacterias are aerobic, so they breathe oxygen. Some are anaerobic, and they don't breathe oxygen. They breathe CO2, or they can even breathe sulfur, which is kind of crazy to think that they breathe other things than oxygen. But they need some sort of air, and what else might they need?
Warmth.
Warmth, maybe some sort of shelter, right? Some sort of shelter to protect them. So that's kind of what every life needs on Earth. And the bacteria need those as well. So since our bacteria, there's some in there, it's warmer than it is outside, but they need something. We need to give them either food, water, or air. They got some pretty good shelter in these bins. Yeah, we're getting to the point that these actions aren't standalone, that they do influence others. And so that's a great classroom discussion that can evolve around You know, okay, we can't do compost in our community. What are the barriers? What can we do to alleviate some of those barriers? Can we do it at school instead?
Right.
Yeah.
Can
School, they
we
can branch out.
do a classroom compost? Can we do a schoolyard compost? Can we have a schoolyard garden? San Francisco, as a municipality, has decided that it's important enough as a city to compost. Oakland has done the same. San Mateo County has followed suit. So there's a lot of municipalities. Yes, it's going to cost a little bit more, but it's going to stop climate change. And so does anybody want to guess why? Like, why is composting directly an action against climate change?